Welcome guys, so this will be my 5th Brothers War quick draft. We'll just get on with it. So this is Brothers War coming back to quick draft after a break. It's now June, so I've been waiting for this for a while actually. And the unfortunate thing is it's only up for a week instead of the usual 2 weeks. So I've got quite a lot of gold stored up. I've got quite a lot of drafts to do. So once I finish this gold off, I can just open all of my Brothers War packs basically. Anyway, our first rare we've got Ashnod Flesh Mechanist, 1/1 Death Touch for 1. You can sacrifice another creature when she attacks to get a tapped Powerstone token. And for 5 mana and exile a creature card from the graveyard, you can make a tapped 3/3 zombie artifact creature. So that just seems very good. So we are going to draft that. I'll just press the Alt button. You can actually see how many copies you have of each card. We have 0 copies of Ashnod so far. And I am a bit of a rare drafter. I will draft a rare if I don't have a full set of the card. Now we have Cityscape Leveler. So it's an 8/8 trample for 8. Whenever you cast a spell and whenever Cityscape Leveler attacks, destroy up to 1 target non-land permanent its controller creates a tap Powerstone token. So, and you can unearth this for 8. So if it you end up milling it into your graveyard, you can cast it from the graveyard. So an unearth gives you it gets haste and it gets exiled at the beginning of the next end step, or if it would leave the battlefield. So I think that's a pretty easy one to pick. If you're very serious about your drafting, you might go for the throat here as maybe the most usable card in the pack, because you can't really rely on an 8-drop creature to get it done really in draft. It's going to only make a difference every so often. Right, so here this is technically a rare defense grid, but it's from the minor sort of set that's the set within a set. Retro Artifacts it's called. So I don't think I want to draft these rares particularly. They're playable in Historic and Explorer, but not in Standard. So I'm also only interested in Standard really. I'll draft one of these if it's good, but this defense grid is just not going to be good. This is good for stopping things like counterspells. So now we get to look at the rest here. So Junkyard Genius is pretty good. 2/2 for 3. It makes a tapped Powerstone token. It's got a sacrifice. It's a sacrifice outlet which can pump your team by +1 power and give everything menace and haste. That's quite a good breakthrough card when you've built up a lot of creatures. And then we've got a white removal card, which is quite good. Blue counterspell. This is a very good black removal card. 5 mana, but it gets mana reduction for each creature card in your graveyard. Exile target creature or planeswalker. So that's really fantastic. So it's between this and Junkyard Genius. I've seen the Penregon Strongbull do good things. It is another sacrifice outlet. So I think the red-black sacrifice deck is quite good in this set. It's quite powerful. quite a few bits and pieces that are pretty reasonable. That's right, and you can do, you have these self-mill cards like Stomachal Scrapsmith. You mill the top 3. You can put an artifact card from among the cards milled this way into your hand. And if you don't, you get a +1/+1. So it's card advantage. If you hit that artifact, you know, you're up a card. Pretty good. If you whiff, it's a 3/2 creature. So it's not bad. I think it's between Overwhelming Remorse and the Junkyard Genius. I probably ought to pick Overwhelming Remorse, but I'm actually going to go Junkyard Genius because it's a good uncommon. It goes with my Ashnod. Well, I suppose the Genius is a sacrifice outlet. Ashnod can exile creature cards from the graveyard. Oh, and Ashnod is also a sacrifice outlet as well. And if I'm not... Okay, right, yeah. Pyrrhic Blast is sacrifice a creature to deal its power in damage to any target. I was getting excited. I thought it might be the red temporary steal target creature card. But I mean, the fact that it's 4 mana probably means it's not very playable. But you get to draw a card, which is a big deal. Battery Bearer is really good. It looks like we've committed quite early to black and red, but this would be a good reason to go into blue and green. Seeing Sigil of Valor do some good things. Right. Gix's Caress. Is this a good card? Because it's a 3 mana hand removal. Because I know usually, well, in Constructed you play the 1 mana hand removal cards. In Draft you can play the 2 mana hand removal. But this makes a Powerstone token, which is quite good. And if we remember, our Junkyard Genius can sacrifice artifacts. Ashnod only sacrifices creatures. Some big green creatures. Supply Drop, it looks like it. I feel like Supply Drop could be good, but I'm never brave enough to play it. You also have this is quite a good blue creature, really, Wing Commando. I think I like Gix's Caress quite a lot, though. I'm going to go for that. We're trying to ramp out a Cityscape Leveler, so the more Power Stones we can get, the better. That's my reasoning. Oh yeah, Self-Assembler. You can search your library for an assembly worker card. If you can get a bunch of these, that's going to be quite good. Symmetry Matrix, so it's good if you've got lots of things with equal power and equal toughness, which is actually true for Ashnod and Junkyard Genius. But it's quite an expensive card. And it doesn't do anything immediately. So, maybe not. Because down here I think we've got some pretty good things. There is a 2/1 flyer that can eat a card from the opponent's graveyard. We have a Disfigure, -2/2. That's pretty good. Moment of Defiance is good because it is a cantrip combat trick. I'm quite a fan of the Hoarding Recluse as well. But I think we're going black-red. I think we take what we're supposed to take here is the Disfigure. So we're looking like we're heading towards quite a strong early game here. We need some 2-drops though. We've got a little gap there. We now have Painful Quandary. Now, pretty heavy duty 5 mana enchantment. I think, well, obviously I'm rare drafting, so I'm going to go for that. But it's interesting how late it's gone. None of the bots want to pick it. We might play it. I think we will play it, even if we're a bit low to the ground. Another Carrion Locust. See, it's another 3-drop. Moment of Defiance. Powerstone Fracture. Okay, yeah. I think I have had a draft where I took too many of these. I had 3 or 4. And I just didn't have enough fodder to use to actually use these effectively. There is Scrapwork Mutt as well. Tower Worker has reach. I like creatures with reach. I think we can get away with one Powerstone Fracture at least. Ooh, Ivory Tower. Yeah. But, you know, life gain on it's just something that gives you life gain isn't usually that good. Kill-Zone Acrobat, especially if we're a bit of an aggro deck. I'm just realising I have red in the deck and I could have picked that Scrapwork Mutt in the last pack. That might have been a better choice. I need 2-drop creatures. But Kill-Zone Acrobat is another sacrifice outlet. We just need more things to sacrifice, really. Jalem's Tome is yeah, draw and discard. Emergency Weld is I suppose a 2-drop, but you need a target in your graveyard. Another Gixian Caress, another Kill-Zone Acrobat. Mishra's Juggernaut, I suppose would be another good 5-drop. I think I like the Emergency Weld here. And we've only got 1 red card so far, so we could go into another colour, a different colour. This lets you draw and discard. It can be a 3/3 menace. Okay, Ravenous Gigamole. Seems like a decent 4-drop. There's the defense grid again, but a Penregon Strongbull has come back around. I think we'll go for that. I think we'll take a dig site here. I'm not that keen on Mishra's Domination. Maybe we'll have to play this. We'll give it a shot. And the self-assemblers come around. Okay, Urza Lord Protector. Yeah, we are just rare drafting that. And we'll have a quick think. Can we go into blue and white? Forget the Mightstone and Weakstone, maybe. I think we that might be a bit beyond us. The Ocean Dissident is a very good green and white card. Ashnod's Intervention seems quite a good instant. You can get a creature back. It will trigger another enter the battlefield effect, so it's good on things like Junkyard Genius. Sibling Rivalry. Ah, this is what we want. We want to be steal and sack here because we've got so many sacrifice outlets. So this is the temporary take control of an opponent's creature. So that's what we're going for. 100%. Another Gigamole, bit of reunion, another Strongbull, another Sibling Rivalry. I think we take the second one. Oops. Okay. Dreams of Steel and Oil. You can remove an artifact or creature. So it's quite a good hand removal card. It's, it's a 1 mana hand removal. Hero of the Dunes is not a bad card. Another Emergency Weld. Roc Hunter, 3/1 reach. I need 2 drops. I need ways to stop flyers, so I think I like the Roc Hunter here. Blitz Automaton. There's a Haster on turn 3, 3/2 haste, which is pretty reasonable, I think. So I'm going to take that. Let's take another Gixian Caress. Let's have 3. 2. Oh, it's actually my second one. Okay. The Skullflayer. Right, it grows if you have 3 creatures in the graveyard. I mean, that could be good. Energy Refractor. I'm not sure I need an Energy Refractor. I'll take a Skullflayer. What about this? Conscripted Infantry. I think I'll take the Skullflayer. Another Emergency Weld. Yep, let's take Emergency Weld. So of the same choices again. Let's cut a few things we're not going to play. Thran Power Suit is very unlikely to make the deck. Drop a self-assembler until we find another assembly worker. Yeah, Mishra's Domination gets cut. I should cut probably 1 Emergency Weld as well. Yeah, and then I think the Strongbull's the strongest thing there, so I'll take another one. Too many 3-drops though, that's the only trouble. Mishra's Juggernaut or the Ashnod's Intervention. Actually, I'll take the Juggernaut. These interventions seem to be 10 a penny. I should be able to get one if I want one. I think Bitter Reunion's not a bad 2-drop if we have to play it. Discard, draw 2, can sort of fix your opening hand. Let me still get a Dream of Steel and Oil. Oh, we still get an Energy Refractor. That's not too bad. Okay. Teethling Wormlet. We don't have any of these, so we'll just draft that. Okay. Fall of Krug is very expensive. There's a Mishra's Bauble here. So, 0 cost, and it can draw you a card. And it could be sacrifice fodder. And then you can bring it back with Emergency Weld as well. Otherwise we've got Clear Revenant, which can jump back to your hand from the graveyard, which is quite handy. I think the most aggressive thing is this Goblin Blast-Runner. I've just remembered he's pretty crucial for the more aggressive red-black decks. So I think we'll give this guy a try. Thran Vigil. So artifacts or creatures have to leave your graveyard, and then you get a +1/+1 counter. That seems quite good. So we have another Kill-Zone Acrobat. Unleash Shell is the 5 mana removal card. I fancy trying Thran Vigil. Okay, we have a choice here. Another Sibling Rivalry, 3rd one, or the Excavation Explosion. 3 damage, create a Powerstone token. I think it's got to be Excavation Explosion. I think probably 2 Sibling Rivalries is enough. You don't want to draw a handful of them. We have another Disfigure here, and another Roc Hunter. Okay, the Goring Warplows, well, that's you can play a 1/1 Death Touch for 2 mana as well. I feel like you're supposed to take the second Disfigure, so I'm going to do it. Another Painful Quandary, interesting. So yeah, it is definitely not very highly rated by the bots. Well, we'd be missing out on maybe a Dwarven Forge Chanter. That's a good 2-drop. But I'm going to go and go ahead and get the second Painful Quandary. I don't think we're going to play both of them. Ah, here we go, Thraxodemon. So that's a good 2-drop. That's what's been missing. Another Pyrrhic Blast. There we go. Dwarven Forge Chanter, Thraxodemon. We could just go for another Thraxodemon just to really maximize on sacrifice outlets. In fact, I think that's what I'm going to do. I think that makes a lot of sense. Right, Skullflayer, Energy Refractor. Maybe Energy Refractor makes sense. Another Kill-Zone Acrobat. I think we'll take the combat trick here. Though realistically, no, I wouldn't. I don't usually play combat tricks. I think I'll just take an uncommon. Another Bitter Reunion. Sure. Feel like I could make a very consistent deck here with lots of card draw on turn 2. So that's actually the first Ashnod's Intervention we got. So yeah, 51 cards. So my first pass through, anything I'm not 100% on can get cut. Let's check how many creatures we've actually got. 14. Just wondering if Gixian Skullflayer will ever actually get a trigger. I think probably not. Suppose we're not 100% on Gix's Caress. I can probably make room by dropping that. And yeah, Mishra's Juggernaut, Blitz Automaton, probably not a big deal. I like Cityscape Leveler, though. I think we're allowed one ridiculous card. Dreams of Steel and Oil, maybe not. So that's good. We've got room for 5 more cards. And I'd say we need a couple more 2-drops really. So I do like Emergency Weld, but it's not really a 2-drop. You don't play it, as in you don't play it on turn 2. So maybe what we want is we actually play the Bitter Reunions. Those can fill up the graveyard. I can bring stuff back with Emergency Weld. Then maybe Thran Vigil starts to get good. Maybe that could be an option because I've got 2 welds to bring stuff out of the graveyard. Just want filler, we could put into Energy Refractors. But I'll tell you what, we do want Ramp, and Gix's Caress makes Powerstone tokens, so that's probably probably necessary. Now we've got quite a nice mana curve there. Though, bear in mind, we can't play Emergency Weld on turn 2. We can play the other 6 cards. That, well, we can't really play Powerstone Fracture either. But we've got 5 things we can play on turn 2. Alright, I think I'll call that end of part 1 and I'll have a bit of a think about that. And come back to it. We can actually... Arguably, we can actually cut a land here, even though we are trying to play Cityscape Leveler. We've got quite a few Powerstone tokens. Anyway, yeah, as I say, I'll call that end of part 1 and have a bit of a think. Thanks for watching so far. And I'm back. Okay, I've had a look at the deck, and I made a couple of changes. So, of course, I realised Bitter Reunion... it's not an artifact or a creature, in simple terms, so it's not something I can sacrifice to things like Thraxodemon and Powerstone Fracture. So we play Energy Refractor instead. I mean, this just draws a card, it's not discard and draw 2. It does a similar thing. And it's fodder for my Thraxodemon, my Powerstone Fracture. So that seems to make sense to me. I decided I will drop. Well, since my mana curve's quite low, I'll drop down to 16 land. I've dropped a mountain rather than a swamp, just because there's a predominance of black cards. It's going to be hard to cast Goblin Blast-Runner on turn 1, but I won't worry too much about that. And the extra card I've added is Dreams of Steel and Oil. So got a bit of hand removal basically. Maybe too much. I mean, we could go for a Gixian Skullflayer. That would be another creature that's... We don't have that many creatures in the deck. We've got 11 creatures. But it's funny that I'm leaving out Painful Quandary, but, you know, it's a 5-drop in quite an aggressive deck. Yeah, I don't know, maybe it could be good, I don't know, but the Cityscape Leveler still seems to make sense, because, you know, this is what I'm making all of the Power Stones for. I've got quite a lot of Power Stone makers, so I feel I can get away with one big creature. Yeah, so I think let's just give this a shot. Okay, well, it's an all-black, it's all swamps. We've got a 3-drop, we've got a removal spell. We're on the draw, so we are drawing another card. So I will gamble on this, I'll keep this. Levitating Statue, yeah. Well, there's our red mana. I'd forgotten about this guy, it's a pretty good card. Okay, well that's That beats our Disfigure, unfortunately. Okay, we could play Junkyard Genius. Kill-Zone Acrobat. Kill-Zone Acrobat actually sets up the Sibling Rivalry next turn, because this sacrifices something for free. Whereas that's expensive. Yeah, let's Kill-Zone Acrobat. See if he survives. Okay, elsewhere flask. Pump up that statue. So we can do Sibling Rivalry on this artifact as well, but they're both pretty threatening. I'm just going to have to draw my other Sibling Rivalry to kill the levitating statue, I think. At least I still get the soldier. Okay. I'll, yeah, block there, I think. Right, so first of all, Dreams of Steel and Oil is rapidly becoming irrelevant. I'm going to use it now. Whilst there's, you know, he's got 3 cards in hand. Oh, he's got loads of good things. That can pump the rest of his soldiers. And that is a soldier, so I'll take out the Tactician. Right. So Disfigure's looking pretty bad against this deck, unfortunately. I'll swing with an Acrobat. He doesn't have mana, does he? No. Let's go for Junkyard Genius. It's a lot of damage. Okay, we'll use our Powerstones to cast our Energy Refractor and see if we can draw a land. Another Thraxodemon. We can Gix's Caress. That's the thing we should have removed from the graveyard with Dreams of Steel and Oil, because obviously that can get unearthed. And I think we just have to defend now. Yep, just gets unearthed. This thing has first strike, okay. So even with Disfigure, I can't beat it. Darn. I mean, they hit 7 mana. I removed 2 things from their hand. It didn't matter. To stay alive here. Right. Do I want to keep my Junkyard Genius alive, I'm thinking. I mean, that was just a rollout of creatures. I mean, yeah, there's nothing I can do. I can't beat the flyer. I didn't draw that extra Sibling Rivalry. Let's Emergency Weld something. Nice top deck as well. Sure. Now we kept a hand there with 3 swamps, but we did top deck a mountain within a couple of turns. We didn't have the fastest start in the world, and we don't have much against, you know, 3 toughness creatures. It was 3 toughness practically across the board. We've got 2 disfigures. So maybe that was a bad matchup. We should have done Dreams of Steel and Oil on the Onulet, because obviously that was the one with Unearth. And maybe, well, he had two threatening flyers. I think the early Sibling Rivalry on the first flyer is probably right. So this is another slow hand, isn't it? Gix's Caress, Sibling Rivalry, Cityscape Leveler. I mean, it's 6 mana towards the Leveler in the opening hand, so maybe I'll be able to play this on turn 6. Sibling Rivalry is looking a bit silly because I don't have any sacrifice effect. What I could say is, let's try and top deck some creatures here. Because at least we've got red and black mana this time. And maybe we can get see a Leveler this game, which might do something. But I think... oh, okay. There you go. My deck cooperates. We top deck a 2-drop. Okay, Blast-Runner. Blast-Runner can trade with a Roc Hunter. I'll keep the Roc Hunter back and I'll do a Gix's Caress. Oh my god, you've got Teferi. And you've got loads of like cool stuff. 2 Mishra's Onslaught, Whirling Strike. Thran Spider's quite good as well. Okay, let's get rid of the Teferi. I like all of the things that ramp both of us with Power Stones, though. That seems good. Well, but not this one. We don't mind trading with the Stormseeker, I think, here. So we'll swing in. He'll lose that Power Stone. And he's top deck to Roc Hunter. Well, that's, I suppose, you can't say fairer than that. Ah, now we have a Kill-Zone Acrobat. Another Goblin Blast-Runner, okay. So we've hit 7 mana. I wonder how many things he's going to be able to sacrifice. That was his Evolving Wilds sacrificing, of course. I think we'll be able to blow up the Thran Spider in the future. I wonder... yeah, I think the Roc Hunter's the most valuable thing he's got. I'm not sure, I'm not convinced by these Goblin Blast-Runners. Oh wait, I could Powerstone Fracture, can't I? Yeah, that's even better. Powerstone Fracture. Let's decline that. I mean, I could have saved that for the Thran Spider, but I've got a Cityscape Leveler coming, I suppose. Okay. Cityscape Leveler. Destroy a Thran Spider. It does have trample, so these 1/1s should not be a big deal. Just got to remember he's got the Whirling Strike. Okay, okay. So that seemed like a very dodgy opening hand, but we kept it. We top decked a 2-drop creature, and we were able to play our bomb to win the game. So that felt pretty good. Okay. And the Dreams of Steel and Oil. No, it was Gix's Caress. Did get rid of a very powerful card there. Got rid of the Teferi Planeswalker. So maybe that card has redeemed itself. Okay, 1-drop, 2-drop. Couple of 3-drops, but we need an extra land for those. And the slightly dodgy removal spell. So you can sacrifice another creature, make a Powerstone token. I don't think we want to do that. Even though it's kind of interesting. Deadly Riposte. Okay, that'll do it. Okay, we'll just try and draw into a land with Energy Refractor. And we did it, okay. Not bad. Right, we can Gix's Caress and that'll set up the Dreams of Steel and Oil, I suppose. We'll be able to tell whether it's going to get a hit or not. Interesting. 2 Yotian Medics. Equipped creature has Death Touch. Whenever equipped creature deals combat damage to the player, that player loses half their life rounded up. Oh, that seems nasty. You've got loads of creatures, so yeah, okay, we're going to get rid of that. Okay, no attacks. Yeah, on balance, just trade off. Tricky one. So the explosion can kill a Roc Hunter. I tell you what, we have to use Dreams of Steel and Oil sooner rather than later. So we're just going to get rid of a Yoshin Medic because it's just too hard to kill. Let's remove the spike. And do we Powerstone Fracture this? Do we care that much about it? No. Rather than use the Excavation Explosion here, I think it's much better to just trade a creature off for Roc Hunter. So I'm going to play Kill-Zone Acrobat. Did he top deck a removal spell? I feel like he must have done. No? Okay, yeah, we'll keep playing land, because if I can top deck my bomb, we're doing pretty well. So yeah, we have enough for a city... No, we don't. We're one off Cityscape Leveler, but we can make another Powerstone with the explosion. Okay, there we go. That will be enough mana, so I can sort of figure out what I can afford to blow up. So I think we should be getting in some damage here. We just blow up the 3-1. Let's see. Climb that. And we could just get through with 7 damage. 3, 7, 8, 9. Because I can just pop one of these. And why not pop the Energy Refractor? Oh, it's just other creatures. Yeah, other creatures get menace and +1 power. So I effectively did nothing there. Well, we just learnt, yeah, we just learnt about the Junkyard Genius. Not the best move in the world. I suppose otherwise he could have blocked the Kill-Zone Acrobat. So if I sacrifice another one, I've got 6. Yeah, I can just sacrifice another one. Sacrifice that one. And then swing for 8. Decline both of those options. Seems pretty good. Okay. Right, Goblin Blast-Runner. Here we go. So, first of all, Junkyard Genius. You're going to sacrifice that one. And Powerstone Fracture. Let's blow up Medic. That should be enough damage. That's Junkyard Genius for you. Okay, it's another Cityscape Leveler opening hand with almost nothing. We are drawing an extra card. We've got Energy Refractor to draw a second extra card. And we've got a removal spell, so I'll give it a shot. Yeah, there's a 3-drop creature, that's not the worst. Gixian Infiltrator. Yeah, immediately kill that. And there we top deck a 2-drop creature, that's nice. Yet another one, okay. Swing in. Okay, green as well. So it's got the Death Toucher. I think I'll go with an Energy Refractor. Okay. I'm going to just attack with both of them. Fingers crossed he's not able to empty his hand yet. And we can actually get something with Gix's Caress, we'll see. Haha, supply drop. Okay, damn it. We got nothing. But we avoided a combat trick. That's the best we can hope for. Get a card from that, and then, yeah, that gets boosted up. Dangerously close, so we can level our next turn. I'm going to swing in with both my Thraxodemons. I hope he can't sack something at instant speed. That would be embarrassing. Okay, leveler. Boom. Yep. Leveler gets it done. Glad I put it in the deck. Okay, up to 3 wins, so that's at least 50-50. Okay, yeah, 2 land, we've got a 2-drop. We could draw an extra card, so let's keep it and hope for the best. Yeah, there's the third land. Cool. Gixian Infiltrator again. Play the Thraxodemon. Oh yeah, it's a decent 3/3 creature, isn't it? I'll go for the Gix's Caress here. I see, so yeah, that's his sacrifice thing. Draw 2, lose 2. Opponents get -1/-1, which isn't going to affect me at the moment. But it is card draw. Let's get rid of a Gruesome Realization. And no attacks. And I will... Oh, yes, supply drop. Okay, yeah, that's true. I cannot block. Could Powerstone Fracture. That is sorcery speed. So Dreams of Steel and Oil might not work here, because he can play that at instant speed. I might hit something else. Let's go for it. Okay. At the very least, it forces it out of his hand. And he has just land in his hand. Never mind. Okay. Obviously he can sacrifice that and pump, well, you can pump it to 3-2. So I can still trade with the Infiltrator. So he's had a land glut, and I've had some land problems. So we've got to think about our Sibling Rivalry here and how we're going to sacrifice, because that would be, for the Thraxodemon, that's 7, with this it's 6. It's only 5 with the Strongbull, but that's sacrifice an artifact. No, yeah, neither of those are artifacts. Okay, I think best defensive dude is the Strongbull. So, sacrifice an artifact, I can pump him to 3-4. Interesting, he did not respect what I could do there. Okay, I'm just going to swing in with both of these. Maybe I should respect the fact that he's winning the damage race as well. But never mind. Okay, you can find more land with that. You can make that a 2-2, of course. Okay, we hit 5 land. We can't steal an artifact yet. Okay, end turn. So we'd really like to hit a 6th land. Sacrifice a creature or artifact. I don't think I want to do that. Okay, Gix's Caress. Sure, let's see if we hit anything. We did actually, okay. Oh, the Skullflayer. How scary is that? Well, he's only got 1 creature in the graveyard. It's not super scary. Okay, here we go. So, Rivalry and then Powerstone Fracture, the other creature. We'll take the one with the most power. Yeah, 1 attacker. And yeah, I could use Thraxodemon to sacrifice it for a card as well. But I think I want to blow up that Skullflayer. Infiltrator. And I'll play the Leveler. Yep. Leveler claims a third game. Okay, actually we get to have a turn 1 Goblin Blast-Runner, which is nice. We don't have many easy, cheap ways of sacrificing things like Evolving Wilds. We missed out on that one. And we've got a 1, 2, 3 here, pretty aggressive. Oh, lay down arms. I could use Dreams of Steel and Oil right away. It would sort of slow me down slightly. Maybe let's play a Thraxodemon. And I'll play the Strongbull. And it's got removal, okay. Okay, interesting. We've got Gix's Caress. We'll do that first and see if there's any targets for Dreams of Steel and Oil. Okay, I don't like the look of Boulder Branch Golem. This one does artifacts or creatures. Do we care about Audacity? So let's get rid of the Golem. And let's get rid of Airlift Chaplain. Airlift Chaplain. Don't like flyers. So he gets something advantageous if he plays an artifact. I think I'd like him to play Audacity onto that on that guy. I'll keep attacking. I could sacrifice the Strongbull for a card. It's not got flash, has it? That would be silly. Though yeah, Disfigure is instant speed. Oh, Recruitment Officer, that's a better target. So you can look for, yeah, mana value 3 or less creatures. Just get rid of that immediately. Ah. So he just needs artifacts and he gets a lot of cool stuff happening. Remember, other creatures I control get +1 power and menace. This is what we learnt with Junkyard Genius. Yeah, that's got Audacity. I think on balance we start drawing cards with this. Sacrifice the Strongbull. Ooh, that's a good card. Okay. Kill this guy, he will draw a card. Maybe it's better to kill the Ocean Dissident so he doesn't draw into a removal spell for the leveler. Sibling Rivalry is also quite good. But let's blow up the Ocean Dissident. Oh, yeah. That entered play because of something. Okay. Right. Just attack, I guess. That's right. My Cityscape Leveler is what's generating a Powerstone token. Yes. That's how that works. Could I not have won with Sibling Rivalry that turn? If I lose now, I'm going to feel quite bad. Yeah, I would have done 3 extra damage. Oh no, and he's gaining loads of life now. Oh boy. And he's got another blocker. but I think it's still alright. We Sibling Rivalry this one. And we will... yeah, that'll do it. Yep. Cityscape Leveler claims another one. Starting to look like a good card in Limited. Okay, so we've only got swamps. Cityscape Leveler, opening hand. Got one removal spell. Emergency Weld does nothing. But we are drawing that extra card, which could mean all the difference. We've had good luck with Cityscape Leveler opening hands so far, so I think I'm going to keep this. I'm going to see if our luck continues. Okay, well, you see that is a 3-drop creature. That's not the worst. Okay, that's a target for Disfigure. Didn't really want to kill the Ocean frontliner. Well, it's the third land, but it's a swamp. Yep, good one. No. If we can just draw a mountain, we're doing quite well. And I can actually just chomp. Well, I can trade with the Ocean frontliner because then I can use Emergency Weld to bring it back. Yeah, that's... or we just use Powerstone Fracture now to kill the Tactician. That's probably an even better idea. Okay. Let's just... whenever this creature attacks, draw a card. Yeah, that's a nice card. My god. So that's going to win him the game. Right, so I can't use the sacrifice ability if this can't attack, unfortunately. Two good things on top. Well, we drew our other Sibling Rivalry before we draw a mountain. That's the way of things. I was getting closer to being able to use that firebomb. We draw a 5th swamp, of course. Oh, I just played the swamp. Okay, let's attack with a soldier. Should have sacrificed this guy in that before I played the land. Yeah, let's just use it end of his turn. Keep him guessing. It's a lot of flyers. Yep, he's gonna get to use that firebomb. Well, I guess my luck had to run out at some point with these dodgy opening hands. Let's sacrifice that. Draw swamp number 6. Of course we do. At least we can get rid of one of the million extra cards he's drawn. You've got Siege Veteran. Oh my god. Okay. I just played another land. I could have sacrificed that soldier. I'm looking at 5 damage in the air then. Yep. And that's going to pump that up, so he wins. Okay, I'm gonna sacrifice this. Yeah. Went through a good few cards there, but no mountain. It was, yeah, 3 swamps opening hand. We drew 3 more swamps. It happens. Okay, that looks like a good hand. Oh, these fast starts with the Oceanfront liner. Okay, Ashnod. Can play Ashnod a bit later, I think. Right, what's the deal? Let's get your combat trick out. Oh, Welling Strike, yeah. Okay, Kill-Zone Acrobat. colours. Excavation Explosion, no. Ooh, top deck another swamp, that's good. Okay, we'll make it through. Okay, yep, 3-1. Yeah, before he assigns a blocker, I'm just going to take out the 3-1. I was hoping he might do that. So when I get 5 mana, I can start turning these creatures into 3/3s from the graveyard. Seems good. At instant speed, no less. Oh, that's back. Okay, well, there's 5 mana. We don't mind trading these guys off at all. Double check that that is definitely instant speed. Okay, good. He's got a lot of stuff. Okay, in response, get rid of one of those. Oh, Excavation Explosion means he's not going to trade off this for the Thraxodemon, which might be a good thing for me. He also loses a Powerstone. Oh, disenchant. Okay. Right. Junkyard Genius. Right, I believe we want to sacrifice Energy Refractor here. I think we take the Penregon Strongbull. And then we can give, yeah. Get through with 6 menace damage and then pump the Strongbull one more. Okay, 2 drops, 3 drops. Seems good. Yep, he's out of there. Okay, you've got a Cityscape Leveler. Wow, okay, sure. This is a ramp card. You can play that for 5. But you're going to play that next turn. So I'm going to get rid of your next creature. Oh, he is really ramping. Yeah, the next thing he does is Penregon Strongbull, but maybe we should get rid of the Leveler. I'm thinking. Oh, he top decked another one of those. Suddenly plays 2 creatures. Okay, so yeah, we're choked on black mana, which sucks. But let's just do the most good we can and disfigure the sprite before it does me 2 damage. I guess the Strongbull could can only sacrifice artifacts. Yeah. And yeah, save the Powerstone Fracture for the 10/10. I think it's what he's aiming for. Oh, Arbalest Engineers. Yep, just get more ramp. That makes sense. I feel like he's won this one. It's like 3 card draw guys in a row he's played. We can probably sacrifice one of these, can't we? Now I think of it, because we've got loads of mana. Yeah, might as well do that. And that gets me... He just needs to get me down to 8, then he can finish me off with the Cityscape Leveler. Feel like I'm going to throw Thraxodemon in the way. Sack that. Oh, interesting. I can at least block his Cityscape Leveler now with my own one. Guess the Strongbull's quite annoying, so we might just play this and kill the Strongbull. Oh yeah, he just blows up my Cityscape Leveler with his Cityscape Leveler. That makes sense. Don't know why I forgot he could do that. So yeah, I've got Cityscape Leveler. I could blow up a Scrapwork Rager, or wait for the Ruscalath. Lets them draw another card if I kill it. Doesn't seem like a good move. Okay, we'll just chill. Okay, another Strongbull, and then he just does direct damage and kills me. Okay, good game. So I think we finish up 6 and 3. Not too bad. Pretty good. And if I just look at the cards I left out, I think I didn't have enough creatures in the deck to justify a Gixian Skullflayer. I think that's the right choice. Painful Quandary. Maybe that would have been good, I'm not sure. I did get to 5. Well, yeah, I struggled with my land in some games, because it was only a 16 land deck. But Painful Quandary didn't necessarily go with the theme of the deck. Leaving this out means we can have more sacrifice cards, I think. And I'm glad I played Cityscape Leveler, because that just won about 4 or 5 games on its own. Yeah, I think I was happy with Gix's Caress in the end there. That seemed to be pretty reasonable. Cool, we got 2 packs as well, that's nice. Anyway, I think that is the video. Thanks for watching.